asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life. But not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Bring the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
What? 280.
Check.
Good job right there.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Let's go.
Hey, check right.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards, good enough for first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Mike, 54. Right here.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, right at the 40. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Under 10. 10.
Got it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, and an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes him manageable now.
Now it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And he's going to go down again. Danielle Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Wilson, dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And he's got room. And now look at him go. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch. Check three.
On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type play.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mike 27, Mike through. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the smooth. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Drop it.
On third down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Yeah, this is taken at the 23. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Mike. I don't even know why his team showed up.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. Now it's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Tighten up.
Throwing is Wilson. Dorsett making the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Hey, I'm coming after you. Check. Good. Check out. Hey, 0.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're working out of the gun. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his man, it's Butler. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Give to Cook out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Gun. Black.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, pal?
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. This is caught inside the 15 and all the way